央日新闻的小伙伴，大家好，我是记者王岩，欢迎大家跟着我一起来到京城兰州。那一说起兰州啊，Welcome
to our special show. Now I'm standing in Lanzhou. So speaking of Lanzhou, which comes to your mind? Is it the noodle, or is it the Yangtze River? Yellow River, and actually I'm right now standing at a bridge crossing the Yellow River. In order to celebrate the centenary of CPC, Lanzhou has organized a spectacular light show for the celebration. And also for this light show, we have about 127 buildings. They have been decorated with lights and casting lights to the city. So today we will take on a boat to enjoy the night view of the Yellow River. And also today we have a special guest, the scholar, Mr. Wang, to join us for this special coverage. Dear viewers, good evening, and right now we are at the bank of the Yellow River. We are saying hello to you from Lanzhou. So actually you are the tour guide of today. Now when we are standing in the Yellow River, probably you will be thinking of a lot of romantic lines and romantic poems. So for the Yellow River, the length is about 500 kilometers. I believe it covers different sections and also comes across different cities. Can you tell us the section of the river that has been covering Lanzhou? So I think in this area, I think it's very beautiful. So today when I come here in Lanzhou and on this bridge, I could see actually for some of these lights, they are casting a beautiful reflections on the Yellow River, which makes this city very beautiful. And this year actually marks the centenary of the founding of CPC. The glory of CPC has actually casting light to the Chinese land and all the Chinese people. And also it nourished our mother river, which is the Yellow River. So today, all the Chinese people that have been living by the Yellow River, they are passionate, they bear a lot of dreams and aspirations. So also I can see there are different high-rising buildings. They are also being decorated with lights to celebrate the centenary of CPC. So you could see actually the river is crossing the whole city and it is actually nourish the city. So can you tell us more how Lanzhou protect this Yellow River? So I believe in the upstream of the Yellow River, it is the first city that has been covered by the Yellow River. And also in Lanzhou, we have thousands of streams, and these streams in the end centralize into the Yellow River. And the Yellow River actually nourish the whole Chinese nation. And Lanzhou is a capital city of Gansu province. So we shoulder heavy responsibilities. We have to protect and cherish our mother river. So we have to pay a lot of attention to the ecological protection of this river. This is also part of our duties. So as Lanzhou is the first city that has been laying at this upstream section of the Yellow River, we have to play our role to protect the Yellow River. So in the past few years, I believe Lanzhou has done a lot of work to protect the ecological environment. For example, the river, the air, etc. So maybe all of you, when you think of Lanzhou, you think about the desert, the dust. But now people from Lanzhou, they're very proud of themselves. Because we always talk about Lanzhou is just as blue as the sky. And also you could enjoy a very beautiful scenery along the two sides of the Yellow River. And especially for this year, we are putting up a lot of decorations. So it will cast lights to the river and also demonstrate a glamorous light and color. So we are very happy for the 100th anniversary of the founding of CPC. So I think the sense of happiness will be significantly improved for the local people. Yes, actually we have, for example, some of the wetland parks alongside of the Yellow River. And we also have the water vehicles here. I believe in one of the stamp, it also have this iconic figure of Lanzhou. So actually we have like asphalt just located next to this Yellow River section. So in the past, for these equipment, we are used for the irrigation. But right now, this is a icon for Lanzhou. So we have this asphalt for all of these water carts and the water wells alongside of the Yellow River. So along the two sides of the Yellow River, we also build a lot of the pedestrian streets. And for local people, they are taken the actions to protect the environment. So through our camera, you could see there are many bridges has been built above the Yellow River. There were many bridges in Lanzhou, I believe 27 in total. So this one is the city bridge. And actually just in 100 meters, we have only more than 10 bridges. So I really want to say a few words about Lanzhou. The weather here is very good, and also we have a lot of specialties here. We have a kind of melon produced in Lanzhou, and actually the seed was brought back in 1944. For that kind of melon is suitable to be grown in Lanzhou. And also for some of the plants, if they're not able to grow in other parts of the world, maybe they're able to grow some of those fruits in Lanzhou, because we do have very good environment and very good soil to grow all of those kinds of fruits. So you just talk about the melons of Lanzhou, and maybe you can talk about the livelihood in Lanzhou. So I think Lanzhou is quite special, and can you tell us more, for example, the style of Lanzhou? I think Lanzhou is a inclusive city, and also Lanzhou would like to make a lot of dedication. And also we could see a lot of songs, they also capture like the features of Lanzhou. And also we mentioned the Yellow River. As Yellow River is very inclusive, that is also the same feature for Lanzhou. So no matter where you are from, if you are coming to Lanzhou, you are part of Lanzhou. You can actually integrate yourself into the culture of Lanzhou. I believe for the 11th five-year plan, 30% of the key industries and key projects have been implemented in Lanzhou. So it does play a very key role in boosting the economic development. And also I believe in some of the military parades, and for some of the vehicles they are using the petroleum that has been produced by Lanzhou. And also I would say Lanzhou is a city of technology. And also we could see some of the key research and development industries and the key and research offices, they have been located in Lanzhou. And also for the first scientist who have been visited the South Pole, he also based himself in Lanzhou. And also we have a lot of famous universities in Lanzhou. We have the Lanzhou University, which has around like 12 different disciplines. And soon we will be arriving at another bridge, the Yellow River Steel Bridge. And this bridge was built in 1909, and for the Lanzhou University is also found in 1909. So all of these facilities, they have been gone through 100 years. So all of these facilities, they have also experienced the glorious journey of Communist Party of China. So tonight you could see many local people, they're actually taking a stroll at night. So actually we are building a lot of infrastructures which enables the local people to take a walk after work and after dinner. And this year we are also putting up a glamorous and unique light show also to tell the story about the CPC. And also we are setting up a great number of screens to show the movies. So we are actually filming one of the very famous revolutionary films. And for those films talks about the martyrs, for example, the lives of those martyrs when they're in the prisons. So when I watched that film, and I actually think a lot. I think for those kids, when they were stuck and they was arrested in the prisons, they're really looking forward to the new life, hundreds years later. So this time, by setting up all of those revolutionary cinemas, so people can better understand the sacrifices and dedication of the veteran revolutionists. So on this special occasion, we should extend our gratitude to the CPC, and especially for those who have lost their lives during the fight. And here above this river, you could see there are many cruises. So when we are on the cruise, and actually we can also hear some of the sound from the horns. Actually, we could greet those who are on the boat. So at this special time, every night, I think there are many people, they would like to board on this cruise to enjoy the night view along the Yellow River. And you could see these people also holding the national flag. It also demonstrates that the people who are living by the Yellow River, they would like to follow the guidance of the CPC and make greater contribution to China. And you just talk about Lanzhou is an inclusive city indeed. I can feel it. And also you're saying that Lanzhou is an extraordinary city. Can you tell us more about this? So for people, if they have never came to Lanzhou, maybe their impression is that people are riding camels in Lanzhou. But if you are visiting Lanzhou in person, maybe you may have a different kind of thinking. So we have those high-rise buildings. We also have the cutting-edge technology. And actually Lanzhou is a very exquisite city. It's quite delicate in many aspects. So just look at the design of the bridge. And just look at the water wheel. And if you look at all of those facilities in details, so this is a different Lanzhou. So today we are just focusing on the light show. We are celebrating the birthday for the CPC. But actually for Lanzhou, we have everything we need. And I think this is the best season for you to pay a visit to Lanzhou. Because even though it's in summer, it's quite cool here. Alright, I already feel you're very proud of Lanzhou and you have a lot of confidence in this city. And from the camera, you could see now it's getting dark. And also the lights are even brighter in the evening. So actually right now we could tell Lanzhou is actually expressing their gratitude to the motherland and to the CPC. I believe with the live coverage today, you're able to raise the awareness of Lanzhou and more people will get to know Lanzhou. So as I grew up along the riverside of the Yellow River, I have a special attachment to Lanzhou. So as you are raised along the Yellow River, probably you could see the difference of Lanzhou before and after. So I could see Lanzhou is getting prosperous in recent years. In the past, we only have one bridge, and now we have dozens of bridges. And also we have many buildings along the Yellow River. And all the local residents, they have a stronger sense of happiness. They're putting up big smiles on their face. And we have abundant natural resources. And every day when you are looking at the Yellow River, you're waking up by the Yellow River and also you're falling asleep by the Yellow River. This is a unique experience. In the past, when people talking about Lanzhou, they're saying that, well, Lanzhou is located in the northwestern part of China. It is lagging behind. But actually, these years has been changed. Lanzhou have made a lot of dedication and also they are trying to pursue high quality development. Especially in the past few years, Lanzhou is trying to refreshing the memories for many people. And many people would like to pay a visit to Lanzhou. They would like to travel to Lanzhou to experience the unique culture there. So if you just want to, for example, to appreciate the Yellow River, you will want to pay a visit to the park, you have to spend at least one day to enjoy the Yellow River. And also you could take a walk in the different bridges in Lanzhou, and also we have many monuments in Lanzhou. And also we have many ancient towns. We also have many revolutionary bases. As you could tell, Mr. Wang is very enthusiastic and he did give us a lot of introduction about Lanzhou. And this is what we call the Junzhen Bay. This is a very important stop on the Silk Road. And also here we have a special landmark here in our world to resist the Japanese aggression. We are trying to consider this place as a landmark. So even though I have been staying in Lanzhou for many years, but maybe I don't know all the stories behind it. And also in Lanzhou we have the 510 office. So for some of the spacecraft, we also have some icons. And some of the paint have been produced and developed and researched by Lanzhou. So once again, we are actually just under the bridge of the Lanzhou Bridge. So actually it was built in 1907, so it does witness the ups and downs and also the glorious journey of the Communist Party of China. Once again, we see another cruise. Well, Mr. Wang just said this bridge is spectacular. And this bridge represents the history of Lanzhou and also represents the future of Lanzhou. For this bridge in the past, it's just for the sake of transportation. But right now, it has more significance because it witnesses the changes of China and the changes of Lanzhou. So actually on this cruise, you could see a lot of the slogans. saying that our people have faith, and then our nation will have strength, and we will have hope for our nation. So in order to realize the national rejuvenation, all the Chinese people have to abide by the guidance of the Communist Party of China. With the strong leadership of CPC, we do see a lot of the groundbreaking changes happening in Lanzhou. That's why we have to follow the leadership of CPC. This is actually the voice from the bottom of our heart. Yes, indeed, in the past few years, a lot of changes in Lanzhou. We have, for example, opened up new transportation means. We have the subways, the high-speed trains, and also we are building the new areas in Lanzhou, and also we have the water shuttle bus, and this will bring a lot of convenience for people during their commute who are living by the Yellow River. And for people who are living in Lanzhou, we are closely attached to the Yellow River, because once again, I would like to mention we are the first city that has been located in the upstream of the Yellow River. So today, on this cruise, we also have 56 students from the national universities of the Northwest, and also they are wearing different costumes to represent the 56 ethnic groups, and soon they're about to sing a song to celebrate the centenary. And actually, we are just singing along with this song. And it's not just us singing along with the song, and also we could see some people who are on this bridge, they also singing along with the song. This is actually the affection from our people to the CPC. These are the voices from bottom of their heart. And also we could see our people's life, they're getting better. Without CPC, we have never gained all of these achievements. So in the future, Lanzhou will continue to dedicate for the construction. We will pursue high quality development. So today, by having this light show, you could see all of those affections from the Lanzhou people. They are showing their resilience, and also they're showing their determination to build a better Lanzhou. So that comes to the last part of our live streaming in Lanzhou. Actually, Lanzhou is a charming city. If you have time, make sure you pay a visit here. And in the end, I would like to invite everyone on board. So we would like to express our best wishes to CPC. Wish our nation strong and prosperous. So now I would like to show you a footage, an aerial look of Lanzhou, so that you could better enjoy the light shows in the evening in Lanzhou.
朋友们，大家好，我是西安广播电视台的主持人宋轩瑶。
Dear viewers, good evening. Welcome to Xi'an. I'm a reporter from Xi'an television station. So now we're actually standing in front of a new landmark of Xi'an. That is the Olympic Sports Center. Soon the national sports game will take place in Xi'an. So actually this is the place we are holding the sports game, the Olympic Sports Center. We have special guest Mr. Jiang to join us for this special live coverage. Good evening, dear viewers. Welcome to meet you all, and tonight we will enjoy a light show that has been took place in the Olympic Sports Center in Xi'an. So right now we're in the Central Plaza in the Sports Center. So we will have the opening ceremony for the 14th National Sports Game here. And also we have another 2 different stadiums that has been located right next to the sports center. So when we are talking about the light shows, I would like to talk about our special design for this light show. And we are focusing on the light decorations along the 2 sides of Bahe River. And also we have a cultural park right next to the sports center so that the local people can enjoy the glamorous light and color along the Bahe River. And also we have a 28 architecture clusters will also engage themselves into the light show. And also we have a large water screen to show the lights. So for example, this one we are specially prepared for the centenary of the CPC. And actually we are putting a lot of spirits and also a lot of images to talk about the Chinese people in fighting bloody battles with unyielding determination and achieve success in the revolution. So you are talking about different kinds of buildings, and especially this one, the sports center, which have been used for the national sports game. And there are a lot of images that has been capturing the stories behind. So now I would like to show you the aerial look for the light shows. So right now we have a big stadium which could accommodate over 60,000 people. So you could see with the change of the lights and also the characters, and it is quite dynamic. It also shows the city flower of Xi'an. So on the outer screen, you could see some of the slogan, for example, a big celebration for the centenary of CPC. Also, some of the slogans are talking about a new journey for Xi'an. And this also shows the city of Xi'an for their gratitude and their congratulations for the glorious journey of the party.
好，接下来呢，有请我们的导播老师来把我们的镜头切换到有1.8万座位的体育馆，也就是我们的闭幕式场馆。
Well, right now we would like to look at the stadium for the closing ceremony of the national sports game. So for this stadium, also decorated with lights.
好的，我们现在看到的这个闭幕式场馆啊，它的造型比较硬朗，和我们刚刚的。
Now for this stadium, you could see the design is quite different from the other one. So for this stadium, it's actually paying tribute to this ancient town. And it also capture a special design, and we could see for the lights they are also putting out a lot of images of the athletes.
现在我们镜头里看到的这个是1.8万座的闭幕式场馆，它的造型呢是那种方方
Now
正正
from the
的，
camera
致
you
敬
could
祖
see
传的
the
光台殿堂
stadium,
与主体育
which
场
will
当
have the
中
closing
雅致
ceremony
的
of the
环
14th
境的
National
区别，
Sports Game.
刚柔并济。
You could see for this
场馆外
stadium
的
is
灯
quite
光会
different
响起
from
的
the
兵
main
工匠的飒
stadium.
爽英姿，也为我们
And
即将
from
到
the
来
lights
的
that has
14
been
届
decorated
世
outside
锦
of the
赛振
stadium
奋。
shows some of the
好
figures
的，
of the
马上我们
athletes.
的
They're
导播
actually
老师下
cheering
面
up
把画
for
面
the
来
athletes.
切换到我们的游泳跳水馆。
Soon we will turning into the swimming
现
stadium.
在我们可以在画面里面看到的这个游泳跳水馆啊，它是以顶作为我们的建筑形体的本源。
So for this
通过菱形的
stadium also have different design elements.
蕴含着鼎盛中华的语言。
So we have combined a different elements and also to show the prosperity of the Chinese nation. And also you could see the different shapes of the flowers.
还有我们的一场两馆
And we are opening up different lighting installations.
正中。
These also casting beautiful reflections with the lights that has been decorated outside of the stadium.
西安奥体中心
Hundreds years of the glorious journey. So you could see for the Xi'an Stadium, they're actually greeting the glorious journey of the CPC.
"完了奥体中心的一场两馆之外呢，我们还有位于奥体中心的西侧啊，有坝河东岸的光影文
So
化
on the
多
west
元水
side
秀。
of the
它在色彩
sports center, we also have a park located next to the
动
center.
优美的身姿。
Also, we could hear some of the musical notes, and also we could see for this light show, and the screen lasts for over 200 meters. It also expresses the affection from the local people to the CPC. So right now, we have the control of all the lights in the stadium and also the lights in the light show in the park. So for this park is actually located in the Bahe River. So all the lights has been lighting up in the evening, and also it casts beautiful reflections on the Bahe River. So right now we are abiding by a green development philosophy. Bahe River is an important place for people who are living in Xi'an. It also turns into a must-visit place for Xi'an. So I believe in the near future, you're able to take on a boat, and then you can travel to the middle part of the Bahe River and to enjoy the beautiful night scene in Bahe River. And soon we will show you the water show.
大家现在看到我们西安奥体中心西侧坝河东岸的光影文化公园水秀，它在色彩变幻的
So right now you're seeing the light shows above the water next to the sports center. It is located in a park. And so for all of those light shows and the lights, they're actually casting beautiful reflections on the river. It also demonstrates people's voices that is a long live the Communist Party of China. So right now you are able to control the lights in the stadium, the sports center, as well as the lights that has been putting up on the river. So in the evening, all the lights will be turned on. And also you could see very beautiful and glamorous light and color. Xi'an has been abiding by a green development philosophy, and right now Bahe River is become a new must-visit place in Xi'an. Soon I believe you are able to take on a boat and then to enjoy yourself in the middle of the Bahe River and also enjoy the beautiful night view in Xi'an.
好的，刚刚我们看到了奥体中心的一场两馆以及我们的灯光水秀。接下来呢，我们把画面交给
Alright, we
坝河
have
两岸
just
的这个
enjoyed the
幸
light
福西安
shows on
的
the
灯
Bahe
光秀。
River.
为了庆祝中国共产党
And right now we will see the light shows along the riverside. So in order to celebrate the centenary of the CPC, Xi'an people has prepared a spectacular light shows along the two banks of the Bahe River. Actually, it has demonstrated people's better livelihood in the Xi'an city. It also demonstrates the green development in Xi'an. And right now, let's enjoy the light shows along the Bahe River.
与党同庆，与光同行。西安呢，以独具特色文化的光影展演，歌颂党的100年。
Xi'an, with its unique feature to celebrate the centenary of the CPC once again, we would like to invite all of you to pay a visit to Xi'an and enjoy the beautiful night view. The magnificent journey of 100 years and the dazzling lights illuminates the flourishing age. Dear viewers, good evening. I'm Hu Xiao from Foshan television station. So I'm actually in the city of Kongfu, Foshan. And tonight, for this live streaming, I'm quite excited. Not long ago, for Foshan was actually struck by the epidemic, and for all the Foshan residents, they have to stay at home or they have to stay at work. But right now, all the places in Foshan has been turned into low-risk regions. So first of all, I would like to say congratulations to Foshan, because right now we are staying very safe during the epidemic. And in the past few months, and all the whole city is actually encouraged by the 100th anniversary of the CPC, and many people they're coming to the plaza to watch the July the 1st ceremony to celebrate the centenary. And also they have prepared a dazzling light shows to express their affection to the CPC. So in order to better understand the lasting greatness of the Chinese nation and also the thriving nation, so I would like to bring you the light show and the night view of the Foshan city of Guangdong province. So start from July the 1st and July the 11th. So every day in the evening, we will have these large-scale light shows to demonstrate the magnificent journey of the CPC in the past 100 years. And here we could see this architecture cluster. They have turned it to large screen. And also by having these lights, they can actually tell the story about the CPC and also tell the stories and the revolutionary stories of Foshan City. And for these high-rising buildings, you could see the flag or the national flag and also the party flag. And also you could see the slogans, long live CPC, and also follow the guidance of CPC, etc. And also we also have the light shows on the water screen. And we will also have a lot of traditional performance. And here we also see some of the promos to demonstrate the glorious journey of the CPC, especially for Foshan. how they evolved and changed over the past 100 years with the leadership of CPC.
So right
next to me, it is person in charge for the light show in Foshan. Good evening. So you can tell us more about the features of the light show. So the light show has been comprising of the three parts. The first part is the lights on the buildings and also the lights on the water screens, and also we have two big screens to show the lights and the stories. So we have three chapters to talk about the change of Nanhai, the change of Foshan over the past 100 years with the leadership of CPC. We're also putting on the animation and talking about the key events of the evolution of Foshan. And in the end, we have another chapter, so with the theme of no CPC, no new China, and talks about the endeavor made by the Foshan people, how they built Foshan into a better places in the past 100 years. And also they are looking to the past and also look forward to the future, and also unfold some of the key events over the past 100 years. And also today we see many families coming here to enjoy the light show. Good evening. So after you watch this light show, how do you feel? We are quite excited and very quite encouraged, and also bring my young son here so that he could understand if there's no CPC, there's no new China. As a CPC member, I'm very proud of my motherland. So you just finished the college entrance examination. So after you watch the show, how do you feel? After I watch the show, I'm quite excited. I feel I'm very happy living in Foshan and also feel the strength of our nation. So I'm quite glad to live in the new era of China. And the General Secretary Xi once said we have to work in order to realize the national rejuvenation. As the new generation, I'm quite proud of the prosperous of our nation and very proud to live in this age. And of course, we will work hard to achieve the second centenary goal and dedicate my youth to the party. So for the Qiandonghu Lake, it is actually a very large and open park. It has over 1,000 of lamps posted here, and also it has won some of the awards of the design. And many people don't know this kind of lake is an artificial lake. 20 years ago, this is just a wetland, and also there are many houses that has been built on top of this area. And in the past 20 years, for this Qiandonghu Lake, actually lead the city of Foshan for high quality development. So we have a economist right standing next to me, and also you must be very familiar with the development of Qiandonghu Lake. I believe Qiandonghu Lake represents the development of Foshan. Actually, 20 years ago, when I was standing here, there's nothing here. We only have some dilapidated houses and the factories. But with less than 20 years, you could see this place has become a landmark in Foshan. And I think this only happens in China. So as Foshan as the city of the manufacturing, we have over 30 high-rising buildings, and this time we have over 20 buildings participating into these light shows. When I saw these glamorous lights, actually it could show the dynamic of this city. And also we could understand the vitality of our city. So with the glamorous light and color, Foshan is famous for the manufacturing. We have many leading industries, and also we have numerous SMEs. So thanks for their dedication and contribution. It makes the glorious history of Foshan. So our enterprises, they're actually the engine of our city. Because of their efforts, Foshan is continue a very good momentum in our economy. Thanks for their dedication, we are able to have a bright future. So I believe we have more the glamorous performance of these enterprises in the manufacture is even brighter than the lights. But all in all, these are thanks to the leadership of CPC. So we have the municipal government and also the provincial government gave us a lot of guidance. We always say if there's no CPC, then there is no new China. And I also want to say if there's no CPC, there's no new Foshan. In order to celebrate the centenary of the CPC in different buildings and different areas of Foshan City, they have putting up a glamorous light show for the celebration.
To
celebrate the centenary of the CPC, Foshan has prepared a unique and glamorous light shows. And in Changchong, and also they have a special water light show. Now I would like to turn over to my colleague. Dear CCTV viewers and CGTN viewers, good evening. I'm reporter from Foshan television station, and right now I'm in the Changchun city, and this is the Wenhua Park, and right now we are seeing a glamorous and unique light show that has been demonstrating above the water, and the total length of this light show lasting for about 18 minutes. They're actually using a lot of cutting technologies to demonstrate these light shows. So it is not just about the lights, and also it talks about the coordination between the lights and also the water, and also you could see different kinds of elements of the Foshan. And also they are putting many musical notes inside of these light shows. For example, some of the sections from the Cantonese opera. And also Foshan is also well known for its martial arts. You could see some of these key figures demonstrating on the water screen. And on these big screens, we are also putting on some of the landmarks of Foshan. So in the second part of this light show, it focuses on the manufacturing of Foshan. It also shows the leading position of Foshan in China. So I have talked about a lot about this light show. Now I would like to invite a special guest who is in charge of this light show. So Mr. Li, can you tell us more about this light show above the water? So actually this time for this light show, you're just not seeing the lights, the fountains, and also you may see some of the flames. So we're just trying to create the glamorous light and color effect, and also to show the lights that has been casting on the water and reflects the beautiful reflections. And also in these light shows, we are also focusing on some of the key industries in Foshan. For example, the color metals, the AI development, the martial arts, the manufacturing, etc. By integrating all of those elements, it also demonstrates a unique role of Foshan in China. So let's enjoy these spectacular light shows. In order to celebrate the centenary of the CPC, except for this water light show, In different key architectures, they are also being decorated with the lights. Let's enjoy the beautiful night view of those buildings. So for this light show also attracted a number of visitors to enjoy. They all together to celebrate the centenary of CPC. They also wish a better future for the motherland. So when you are seeing the light show, how do you feel? Very spectacular, very colorful. It actually shows the features of Foshan. And also we could see some of the dragon dance, the lion dance, some of the traditional elements in the light show. As a young generation, we have to live up to the mission and build China into a better place. For my kid, I hope he could study well so that he could make more contribution to the nation. So what impressed you the most for the development of Foshan? In the past, we do have some dilapidated villages and wastelands and also dilapidated factories. They have been renovated. And right now, these places has been turned into public facilities or parks. And we also build a lot of commerce centers. Everything is underway. And this city is getting more open and getting more inclusive. And I hope in the future more talents would like to live and work here. And also I think Foshan have done a good work in poverty alleviation and the rural revitalization. This is thanks to the leadership of CPC. So in the past we are only able to ride bikes and right now we are able to drive cars. This is a change. So during the anti-epidemic fight, actually we stay united. So what do you want to say to the party and to our motherland? I hope all the people stay healthy and happy birthday to CPC. I would like to thank to all of the martyrs. I feel very proud being Chinese. I hope we could work together to achieve the second centenary goal and build China into a great modern socialist country. The socialism with Chinese characteristics is entering into a new stage. During the ceremony to celebrate the centenary of the CPC, General Secretary Xi Jinping has pointed out with joint efforts, we are able to achieve the first centenary goal. So we are able to build China into a moderately prosperous society in all aspects, and also we resolve the poverty alleviation issue, and now we are marching towards the second centenary goal, that is to build China into a great modern socialist country in all aspects. The General Secretary has already given us a blueprint for the future. And as time passing by, we are still moving forward for this glorious journey. For the city of Foshan, bear in mind the guidance instructions of the General Secretary. Foshan is continued to march forward. We are doing what we can to fulfill the needs of our people. We are dedicating ourselves to integrate ourselves into the development of the Greater Bay Area. We will continue to build ourselves into a center of the manufacturing, and also we are focusing on the development of the technology. So this is my part for Foshan. We are here to wait for you. So dear viewers, and today we will bring you the light shows in Lhasa of Tibet. So every night in the evening, actually you could see many people they are gathered here. And also this year we are actually putting up the special and unique light shows. And also in Tibet and Lhasa we have many tourist attractions. And also they have a really long history. The Potolot Palace. And also you could see on top of the palace they also have a large slogan saying that they follow the instruction of the CPC. And also this year we are able to open a new route for the train, so you are able to travel to Lanzhou with the new high-speed train. So right now in the palace on the screen you could see the slogan "I love China," and also we are able to hear some of the party songs on site. So here many visitors they are actually using the mobile phones and trying to capture these special moments. And also for the light show that have been putting up in the Potolot Palace, it have the highest altitude. And this year marks the centenary for the founding of the CPC. And also in Lhasa, we could actually feel this festive vibe. And in the palace, we could see people here, they're singing and dancing, they're celebrating this festival. It is not just people who are coming from Lhasa, we also have people from different parts of China. They are holding hands together and also chanting for happiness. And actually for Lhasa, it is a very popular tourist site. And according to the statistics, so by May this year, the number of visitors received has been increased by 50%. And also the revenue that has been gained from the tourism also have a double-digit increase. Right now, there are 109 airlines that are able to travel to Lhasa. Lhasa, as a very key city in Tibet, it actually raised the awareness of the Tibet in the world. So right now we are about to enter into the ancient area of Lhasa. And in the past few months, we have renovating some of the streets. And you could see for all of those trees, they have been decorated with lights. And all of those lights are with the character, the Chinese dream. When we are going east, we are entering into the ancient town of Lhasa. Here we could also see many glamorous lights and the color. So for Lhasa, it's very well known for its historic relics. And here, it have around 128 relic sites. And also there were many ancient palaces located in this area. For the ancient town, we also have some patriotic bases. For example, we have the demonstration site for the patriotic education. Since the party's 18th Congress, all of those historic sites have been renovated. And also Lhasa has been largely improved people's livelihoods in the ancient streets. Since the party's 18th Congress, Lhasa has putting a lot of emphasis on the ecological protection. They follow a green development philosophy in order to improve the living environment for the local people. If you're traveling from the north to the south, you are right now seeing a new area of Lhasa. This is a financial town in Lhasa. And right now, more and more people decided to visit Lhasa to work and live. And also, we have over 890,000 permanent residents living in Lhasa. And right now, we are actually building a 3-hour circle for the transportation inside of Tibet. So right now we are entering into a high tide zone of Lhasa. So it has a digital park, and also we have the sports stadium and the cultural and entertaining plaza. So for this stadium, it combines a lot of functions. So many local people would like to come to this stadium. Not long ago, many people and the students, they're actually coming here to put up a very grand celebration. So for example, we have these students, they're actually trying to form the formation with the character 100 and also the figure 9021. The magnificent journey of 100 years, the destiny lights illuminates the flourishing age. Right now, Lhasa is leading other cities in many areas, especially in 5 key areas. They have offered a good start for the 14th five-year plan. CPC have gave a lot of instructions to Tibet, and also Tibet State committed to follow the guidance of the CPC. The General Secretary Xi Jinping also gave a very important notification to develop Tibet, and also he chaired many meetings and to point on certain key projects. And also he pointed out a number of preferential policies to bring benefits to the Xizang people. We have belief in our mind, we have strength on our hands. And today, we could see a brand new Tibet. And also, we have many new projects going on in Tibet. By 2025, Tibet is able to build a new highland for the culture and tourism. They were also focusing on the brand development. And Tibet is able to build itself into a new place featuring civilization and harmony.